We're talking to Ketan Kothari,
yep.
and you're with Aspen Learning, and we're talking about Open Classroom, the 21st Century Toolbox. Ketan, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, let me start by showing you what it is. It's this box here that's self-contained.
Okay.
And it's very easy to turn on. We call it a network appliance. Essentially, you plug in the power, you plug it into the Ethernet, local area network, turn the on button.
Right.
And on this display, it's going to acquire an IP number.
Okay.
And that's the IP number. You'd go and launch any browser on your local area network, put in the same IP number,
right,
and you log into our Open Classroom server.
So it's talking to your servers?
This box itself.
Okay.
It's talking directly to this box.
Okay.
And we've put in this box a whole bunch of 21st century tools that a teacher can use in her classroom.
Okay, like what are some of the tools?
As an example, we have a fully functional learning management system, which means the teacher can send assignments, receive assignments, administer a test. We also have a Twitter-like engine so the teacher can send in tweets and receive tweets from her kids, an instant messaging system, a wiki server, full-fledged wiki server so that you can have collaborative projects. So, a teacher in Massachusetts, for example, has created a geography Wikipedia with his kids for an entire class using the wiki server. We also have a blogging engine so that the kids can then blog about whatever they're doing in class, or have blogging projects that the teacher can do.
Okay, so every classroom user has to have one of
these boxes. Actually, this can support up to 200 kids. So you can go beyond. You can have about 4 or 5 classes sharing a box. But the idea is that it's typically, maybe either an entire grade level, if it's a small school, or a class, or or a set of classrooms.
Okay.
The largest.
Can we kind of look at the system itself, see what it looks like, what you got online here?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll show you some of the key elements.
Okay.
So, for example, Pics for Learning is content that we have that is a bank of 25,000 pictures.
Okay,
and those pictures are in many categories, mostly all of course educational.
Okay.
So for example, if you take dinosaurs, now all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of different kind of dinosaur pictures.
Where are these pictures pulled from? Where do you get them from?
It's a bank of pictures that are run by a company called Tech for Learning. They're part of the Creative Commons.
Okay.
So they're all free to use, but they're all very specific around K-12 education.
Okay.
So it is vetted for educational purposes.
Can you show us kind of like what the wiki looks like?
Sure. So let me actually, what I'll show you is we can, first I'll open a wiki that already exists.
Okay.
So this is a video wiki. I need to log in. I've been logged out.
The secret password?
Yeah. And this is an example of how you can even embed a video into the wiki.
Okay.
So here's a video of Hamlet.
Act 3, Scene 4.
Yeah. Now you have a video playing which is embedded in the wiki.
Okay.
But let me just pause it now because the whole purpose of a wiki, of course, is to be collaborative.
Right.
So you can go in and not only have the wiki, but then after that you can actually say, look, I want to have kids be able to add to this. So
Tell me what you thought of that video.
Yeah,
Tell me,
exactly.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
So now you can go in and you can say, okay, here's the video, let me make comments, and then whatever comments I make, I save the changes. All the changes not only are saved, but also can be searched, not only searched, but when you go back, the teacher gets a list of who, see, it just says, immediately gets broadcast that the video wiki was edited, and it was edited by so and so. In this case, it's me myself. So
you're the boss, so you can. Yeah.
So it's just saying that, and then in addition to that, we have the concept of like quizzes, for example. So
it kind of reminds me. Tell me a little bit about. I know that a lot of campuses and districts are moving toward Moodle. This kind of looks like a Moodle type thing. Why would a district be more interested in using the Open Classroom as opposed to Moodle, for
That's
instance?
a good question. So Moodle was originally designed from grounds up for college and universities, and so it tends to be has a lot more features. Things like whiteboarding, a lot of stuff. What we did is we actually took the features that made sense for a K-12 classroom, and we added a bunch of our own stuff. Like for example, we added our own blogging engine that because we didn't see the blog. But essentially, there's a lot of similarities. In fact, we've forked Moodle in effect. So we've taken a lot of the Moodle code and modified it to make it much more functional for K-12.
Okay, but you made it more user-friendly. You made it more, because teachers don't have time to figure out Moodle and figure out how to do all that kind of stuff. Okay, and so if somebody was interested in the Open Classroom, how would they get a hold of you? What would they have to do?
Yeah, you can go to www.aspenlearning.com.
Aspen Learning, look at it right there, aspenlearning.com. Okay.
And it has all the information, including you can set up an account for free. That's a hosted account as opposed to the box.
Okay.
But you can play around with it and see if it makes sense with your devices that you have in your system and see if it's really easy to use.
Okay, Ketan, thank you so much for taking some time talking to us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah.
And now you're going to be a star on YouTube.
Okay.
You're going viral, dude.
Thank you.